Now another thing is, when any object is immersed, its effect we can experience. When any object is immersed inside the liquid, inside underwater, it feels lighter. Why it feels lighter when it is inside the water? And as soon as you will take out from the water, what will happen? Once again, its weight becomes more. But as long as it is inside water, it is lighter. Why it is so? It is because of the upthrust. Why? Because when it is underwater, then two forces are acting. One is its weight is acting, and the other is the upthrust, which is exerted by water on the body. And this upthrust is significant. It is significant. And because of that, it will feel lighter as long as it is inside water. It will feel lighter as long as it is inside water. It's clear. When it is inside water, it will feel lighter. But when you will take it out, what will happen? When you will take it out, its weight will still remain same, but the upthrust will become very, very small. Upthrust will become very, very small, because when you take out in air, what will happen? This upthrust will become very small because of a very small density of air. Because of very small density of air. It is clear. Therefore, as long as any body is underwater, it feels lighter. Why? Because it experiences a significant upthrust which neutralizes to some amount of the weight. But when it is taken out from the water, when it is in the air, it once again regain its weight. Why it is regaining the weight? Why it is regaining the weight? Because now upthrust becomes very small. Why it becomes very small? Since it is exerted by the air. It is exerted by the air, and air is having a very small density. It's clear. So it will once again regain its weight, or almost the same weight which it has in the vacuum. It will have the same weight as it has in the vacuum. It's clear. Because in air we assume that the upthrust is almost zero. It is almost zero. There is a very small upthrust in air. Now after this, there is a law Archimedes principle. So what is Archimedes principle? Archimedes principle is based on the same observation. It is based on the same observation. As long as any body is inside liquid, inside water, it feels lighter. Because of what? Because of the upthrust. But when it is taken out of the water, when it is taken out of the liquid, this upthrust becomes zero and body regain its weight. Body regain its weight. It is clear. So what is Archimedes principle? Its statement is given here. Whenever any body is immersed partially or wholly, whether it is immersed partially, as here it is immersed only this much. The total volume of the body is this, but only this part is immersed. While here it is immersed wholly. It is wholly immersed. Wholly immersed means completely. While here it is partially immersed. Partially immersed. So, what is Archimedes principle? Whenever any body is immersed partially or wholly in a liquid, it experiences an apparent loss in weight. Means this loss in weight is not permanent. It is not permanent. It's clear. As soon as it will be taken out, what will happen? Body will once again regain its weight. Body will once again regain its weight. And why it will regain its weight? Because upthrust becomes almost zero. So it experiences an apparent loss in weight because of upthrust. This apparent loss in weight is equal to weight of liquid displaced by immersed part of liquid. It's clear. This apparent loss in weight is equal to upthrust, and upthrust is equal to what? Weight of liquid displaced by immersed part of liquid, whose formula is V into rho into G. What is V here? V is the volume of immersed portion. Immersed portion. All of you remember one thing, you don't confuse that with the volume of the body, because it will be equal to the volume of body only when it is completely inside the liquid. V will be upthrust equals to V into rho into G. Here V is what? Volume of the immersed portion. It will be equal to volume of body only when body is completely inside water. When it is only partially immersed like this, then V will be only the volume of this part. V will be only the volume of this part. It is clear? What is rho? Rho is the density of liquid. Density of liquid. And G is acceleration due to gravity, whose value in the SI unit in the MKS system is nearly 9.8 meter per second square. This thing is clear. Now see here, all of you open your book, page 107. Page 107. Have you opened? You will get one experimental verification of Archimedes principle. Experimental verification of Archimedes principle that I am going to explain you. Experimental verification of Archimedes principle. Here you can see, you see to this diagram, because only this diagram is important. Now you can see here, there is a solid in the triangular form. Here, this is a solid which is of red color in triangle shape. It is suspended from a spring balance. It is clear. Now it is suspending in air. What is the reading of the spring balance? You will find that the reading of the spring balance is 300 gram force. Its reading is 300 gram force. It is clear. Then you have taken a Eureka can. Eureka can means it is just like a beaker having a spout here. Having a spout here. It is clear. And this beaker is filled up to the spout. Up to the spout it has been filled. I am showing here. Here this beaker is filled with water up to the spout. Here, up to here. You will find that as soon as the level rises, what will happen? Through the spout, this water will come out. That water can be collected in another beaker. It is collected in another beaker. It is clear. So it is filled up to the spout. So this is a Eureka can which is filled with water up to the spout. When you will immerse this solid inside the water, keep hanging with the spring balance. Keep hanging with the spring balance. What will you notice? You will find two things. One is you will notice that the now spring balance records lesser weight than which it was recording in air. You will notice two things. Number one, spring balance is recording lesser weight than which it was recording in air. In air, it was recording 300 gram force, while in water, when the solid is completely inside water, it is recording how much? 200 gram force. So what is the loss in weight? Loss in weight will be 300 minus 200, that is 100 gram force. That is 100 gram force. What is the loss in weight? 100 gram force. Now, since the loss in weight is 100 gram force, therefore, the water which it displaces must also be weight of 100 gram force. Because this is the arithmetic principle. Arithmetic principle says that the apparent loss in weight is equal to the weight of water displaced by the immersed part. So see here, when it is immersed, water will rise, water level will rise through the spout. Through the spout, it will be collected in the this measuring cylinder, which is graduated in, here it is graduated in milliliter. It is graduated in ml. These markings are made here. So secondly, you will find that on emerging the solid inside the water, it is displacing 100 ml of water. It is displacing how much ml of water? This level will be 100 ml. Here it is displacing how much? 100 ml of water it is displacing. It is clear? What is the mass of 1 ml of water? Density of water is, density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. It means 1 centimeter cube water का weight कितना होगा? 1 gram force. और 1 centimeter cube किसके बराबर होता है? 1 ml के बराबर होता है. मतलब 1 ml वाटर का वेट कितना होगा? 1 ग्राम फोर्स. कितना इसने वाटर डिस्प्लेस किया है? 100 ml. तो कितना वेट ऑफ वाटर डिस्प्लेस्ड होगा? इट विल बी 100 ग्राम फोर्स. मींस loss in weight is same as the weight of water displaced. Loss in weight is same as the weight of water displaced. I think that it will be understood. You have understood this. It is clear. You have to verify that loss in weight is equal to weight of water displaced by immersed part. It is clear. Now, after this, you can see here solid bodies with densities rho greater than liquid sink while density less than float. You can see here, I am explaining. Yes. So, now this is a under which condition body will sink and under which condition it will float. Body can float in two ways. It can float with completely immersed, and it can also float with partially immersed. It's clear. So under which condition it will sink and under which condition it will float, that I am going to explain you. And it is very, very important. It's clear. This thing is very important. Now see here, suppose this is a container containing some liquid. It is containing some liquid. Let the density of liquid is rho L. The density of liquid is rho L. Let when the body is inside liquid, this is the body. So two forces will act upon it. One is its weight acting vertically downward from the center of gravity. Weight will act vertically downward, and other is the buoyant force, upthrust. And this upthrust will be maximum. Why it is maximum? Because now it is completely emerged. Now it is completely emerged. So two weights forces are acting. Weight of body acting vertically downward from center of gravity G. Center of gravity denoted by the symbol G. It is clear? It is acting from here G. While F dash B, it is the maximum upthrust. Maximum upthrust means when it is completely immersed. Maximum upthrust. Acting vertically upward from center of buoyancy. From center of Buoyancy. Vertically upward from center of buoyancy. And this is denoted by center of buoyancy denoted by the symbol B. Here we have denoted center of buoyancy by the symbol B. Now these two forces will decide the position of body inside water. These two forces will decide the position of body inside water. Is clear? Now, what is the formula of upthrust? I am writing on the other page. You can see here. You can here F dash B. If we assume that the volume of solid is capital V, because it is completely immersed, therefore volume of displaced liquid and volume of solid both will be same. So what is F dash B? Volume of the solid into density of liquid into G. What is weight? W. Weight equals to what? Its mass multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. What will be its mass? Its volume multiplied by its density. V into rho into G. What is rho? Density of solid. What is V? Volume of solid. And in this case, volume of liquid displaced will be equal to volume of solid equals to V. And why it is so? Because body is completely immersed. Body is completely immersed. This is acting vertically upward and this is acting vertically downward. These two forces will decide the position of body inside the liquid. Now suppose W is more than F dash B. Case 1. When W is more than F dash B. W is greater than F dash B. Means weight is 100 Newton and it is only 50 Newton. So what will happen? Net force will act in downward direction. And when net force will act in downward direction, body will sink in the liquid and settle on the bottom. body will sink in the liquid and settle on the bottom. So see here, when W is more than this, then net force will act in downward direction. Net force W minus F B dash B will act in downward direction. What will happen? Body sinks and settles on bottom. Settles on bottom of vessel. It's clear? It will settle on the bottom of the vessel. This thing is clear. Now see here, if you compare the density, what is W here? W is V into rho into G. V into rho into G, and here F dash B is V into rho L into G. It is less. It is less. You can see here. No, it's not correct. You can see here V into rho into G. It is greater than V into rho L into G. So see here, what will happen? V and V cancel. V will cancel. G will cancel. What will you get? Rho is greater than rho L. Means if the case is this, weight of body is more than the maximum thrust, or density of body is greater than the density of liquid, what will happen? Body will sink and settles on the bottom of the vessel. Body will sink and settles on the bottom of the vessel. What will be the net weight of the body? It will be W minus F dash B. It will be W minus F dash B. This is clear? Now see the case 2. Case 2 you can see. If W is equal to F dash B, suppose W is equal to F dash B, what will be the relation in density? It will be V into rho into G, and it is V into rho L into G. On cancelling V and G, V cancel, G cancel. What will you get? Rho equals to rho L. Now what will happen under this condition? When weight and upthrust both are equal, weight and upthrust both are equal, then what will happen? Then body will float with completely immersed, but just below to the free surface. This is the free surface. This is free surface of liquid. It's clear? Body will float. What will happen? Body floats with completely immersed, just below to free surface of liquid. Just below to free surface of liquid. Means it will float just like this. You can see here. This is the container containing some liquid. Body will be just below to the free surface, means it will float like this. This is the body. This will be the body. It will float like this. Just below to the free surface. Now what will be the apparent weight of body? Apparent weight of body. Apparent weight of body. What will be the apparent weight? Here you have seen that the apparent weight was W minus F dash B. But now what will be? The equal forces are acting in both the direction. Here downward 100 Newton upward, 100 Newton. What will be the apparent weight? Apparent weight will become 0. Apparent weight will become 0 because no net force is acting. It is clear? So apparent weight of body will be 0. It will be 0. This you will remember. Means what is the second case? If weight is equal to the maximum of thrust, because these are the two forces which are deciding the position of body inside the liquid. Position of body inside the liquid will depend upon these two forces. Weight acting vertically downward from the center of gravity. Upthrust acting vertically upward from the center of buoyancy. It is clear? So here, when this will be equal to this, then the density of body is equal to the density of liquid. In this case, body will float with completely immersed just below to the free surface of liquid. And what will be the apparent weight? It will be 0. Now see the third case. What will be the third case? Third case you can see. Case 3. When W is less than F dash V. W is V into rho into G less than V into rho L into G. Therefore, rho is less than rho L. V rho is less than rho L. It's clear? Density of body is less than the density of liquid. It is clear? Now see here, under this condition, what will happen? You can see here how much force is acting. Force acting is 100 Newton. Suppose this is the force acting is 100 Newton. It's clear? And this is 150 Newton. So you can keep such bodies in this position only when you apply some force in downward direction. For example, a piece of cork. For example, a ping pong ball, which is very light. If you take it inside water, what will happen? One, immediately it bounces. Immediately it bounces and come upon the surface. It's clear? So see here when upthrust is more and weight is less, then body will immediately bounce as you will remove your hand. As you will remove your hand, it will immediately bounce and floats like this. It will float like this with partly immersed. With partly immersed. Is clear? This point is clear? Now see here. Now you can wait for a minute. Now after this, tomorrow we will do its numericals. It's clear? And then relative density. So now see this. Here what will be the weight? Weight will still remain same. Weight will still remain same. But what will be the upthrust? Upthrust will not be equal to F dash B. It will be less than this. Why it will be less than this? Because now the body is not completely immersed. Upthrust will become less. And this upthrust will be equal to weight. Means now under this condition, if you are taking these values, upthrust, this is 100 Newton, this will remain same. Upthrust will reduce from this and will become 100 Newton. It will become 100 Newton. Is it clear? So see here, when you can see rho is less than rho L. Under this condition, body floats in such a way that it is partially immerged. In such a way that it is partially immerged. Upthrust on this partially immersed portion will be less than maximum upthrust. And equal to weight of body. It will be equal to weight of body. Now new upthrust, you can see once again, when the body, when it is situation like this, weight is less, upthrust is more, net force will act upon upward direction, body will settle itself in such a way that it is only partially immersed. And the upthrust on that partially immersed part will be less than this. And it will be equal to what? It will be equal to weight. Means now what will happen? Now when it floats like this, weight and upthrust both will be equal. But now this upthrust is not maximum. It is not maximum upthrust. So see here, what will be upthrust on this partially immersed portion will be less than the maximum thrust and is equal to the weight of the body. And what will happen? Under this condition, it floats with partially immersed. It's clear? What is the apparent weight? Apparent weight during flotation. Apparent weight during flotation, W minus FB, that will be 0 because both are equal. As both are equal. When it is floating with partially immersed, these two are equal, therefore net apparent weight will be 0. So see here, there are three cases. When the density of body is more than the density of liquid, body will sink and settles on the bottom. Body will sink and settles on the bottom. Apparent weight will be W minus FP. When W is equal to F dash B, when it is like this, means the density of body is equal to the density of liquid. Body floats with partly immersed. It is floating with partially immersed.